India's announcement that it would ratify the 2015 Global Agreement on Climate Change increases the chances of the pact going into effect this year. The deal, struck last year after 2 weeks' negotiation between 195 countries, aims to limit the global temperature rise to 2 degrees Celsius above temperatures at the start of the industrial age by cutting carbon emissions. But it can only take effect once 55 countries, representing 55% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions, ratify it. So far, 60 countries, accounting for 47.76% of the global emissions, have done so. Once India ratifies, that figure will go up to nearly 52%. The US and China, the world's largest emitters, ratified the agreement a few weeks ago. A further 13 countries have also committed to ratify the deal by the end of the year.
I believe that every member of this UN Paris Agreement will have an interest to abide by their agreement. For their own national economy and for the world economy, I think every country has an interest to keep their promise.
US President Barack Obama has urged world leaders to speed up its ratification. If the pact comes into force this year, the US would be committed to the agreement for 4 years, potentially binding the hands of the next president. Wealthier developed nations like the US and the European Union have pledged more than $100 billion a year to help poor countries respond to climate change. The accord for the first time requires developing countries to take action to lower the trajectory of their emissions growth.
Paris was a turning point in the fight against climate change.
174 states signed on to the Paris Agreement in April this year at a ceremony in New York.
An upheaval, a massive change is required right now, one that leads to a new collective consciousness, a new collective evolution of the human race, inspired and enabled by a sense of urgency from all of you.
The Paris Accord allows nations to determine their own emissions reduction plans.